Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. So it's Tuesday, June the 20th, and I thought I'd sit down and do a Tuesday talk. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing well. We are doing well at our house. We are enjoying some of our summer. I say some of our summer because we are still in homeschool. So I guess that's the first thing I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about. So just in case you were wondering, and I have had this question before on my channel, do I actually homeschool? So here's the skinny on it. I do actually homeschool. We pulled out, and I always say we. I don't know why I say we, and it's just me. I use we for our family, I think. So we decided about 3 years ago when Alana was in 4th grade, she would be going to 5th grade the next year. And Jackson would have been going into kindergarten that same August, to pull her out of school and not enroll Jackson and homeschool. So we homeschool from August until June or July, and that depends on the schedule. Now, when I homeschool them, they on the same schedule that I'm on. So they have a traditional school calendar, which means the days are the same. If I start school on August 25th, they start school on August 25th. And if I'm out on June 9th, they're out on June 9th. The only issue that we have is I have a set school schedule for my work hours. So from 7 o'clock in the morning until 2:30 in the evening or in the afternoon, that's my school hours. I am at work. So I have to school when I'm done working. But we have Taekwondo every day at 4. We're usually there till 6. So where traditional students have 7.5 hours a day for school, my children may have shorter amounts of hours per day depending on the day. Now, they do 5 subjects. They have Bible, history, science, math, and language. And so 5 subjects a day at 1 hour per day should be about 5 hours. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. We use a computer-based product called Switched On Schoolhouse, which is a part of the Alpha and Omega curriculum. And what that does is it pours out their assignments every day. And so they may be working on assignments while I'm working, but there are times, even like today, June 20th, and Alana's working on math, and that may not be her strongest subject. So math may not be her strongest subject, and then what has to happen is I'll have to come in and I'll have to sit with her and teach her a new concept, or we'll find it on YouTube. We'll find it on YouTube that explains it maybe better than I can explain it, or we'll go to Khan Academy, which is what we use at regular school. The kids use Khan Academy all the time. And so we'll find a way to explain the things I can't explain. So with that being said, even though I schedule for 180 days, they may have to go past 180 days. It has been very par for the course every year that Alana has had to go up until July. And we have been done usually by the first week in July. So right now, she is still working to catch up and finish up some things. And prayerfully, we will be done by the first week in July. Also, this is just kind of different. Most homeschoolers either have the mom or the dad or the grandparent or somebody is the stay-at-home teacher. It's very rare to have a single parent be the teacher, because in my case, I have to work, then I have to come home and teach, then we have extracurricular activities. So my kids don't even have a traditional school week. We may have to go to school on Saturdays and Sundays, and then we have a lot of car school, or they're reading in the car while we're driving to the next place we have to be. And they keep a very tight schedule because they have to keep my schedule because it's just me here with them. So We make it through as best we can. We do the best we can. Usually it goes a little bit quicker in the summer months because, again, I'm home all day and I'm able to sit with her and help her through. Whereas normal days, because the sitter does not help with school. That's not her job. So what happens is I'm still left to help where there could be some potential help during the day. Those questions cannot get answered until I get home in the evenings. And just depending on what we have in the evenings, determine how much school we can get done. So what I have done for the regular school year is, and I didn't do this the whole way through, and I should have, and I think I'm gonna do it for next year, is Mondays are homeschool days. So we don't go to Taekwondo on Mondays anymore. She doesn't go to anything like that at all. It's just homeschool. It's get caught up. It's get ahead if we can. So our week is not so full or jam-packed because they have those same subjects every day. Those 5 subjects every day. But if they get behind a day, then they'll have their subject that they have, but they'll have what they're behind on as well. So sometimes she might have 2 maths because she didn't get through with math from yesterday and she's doing math today again because it's scheduled. So the reason we picked Switched On Schoolhouse was it was self-serving, if that makes any sense, because Switched On Schoolhouse, once I set up the teacher part, once I set up all my parameters, days, they're going to be in school, work days, out of school, vacations, holidays, the program will schedule their daily assignments. So it tells them on Monday they're going to have science lesson 1, history lesson 3. So it schedules everything out for them. And then all of the grading is captured within the program. So I don't have to come home and grade papers. I don't have to fix up report cards or progress reports. All those things print in this program that we use. Very simply, because it takes the work out of it for me. It doesn't take the teaching out because I still have to teach, but it takes the grading part and the reports and all of that out. I can print up missing reports. I can print things that she's passed or haven't passed and need to go back and review. I can also go back and reschedule some assignments if she didn't do well. This curriculum is very project heavy, so I can pull the projects out so that we're not focusing or doing too many of them. I mean, it's a project every time you turn around, and we just don't have time for that. Neither do they do that at public school either. So it was just a personal choice to do that. With Jackson, see, the program we use, you can't even get on the computer. You can't use the computer until 3rd grade. So Jackson, in a sense, has skipped kindergarten. He started straight in 1st grade. So he's 8 years old and he's going into 4th grade next year. And the reason he did that is because the kids went to co-op for 2 days a week. And the little girl that was in closest to his age was in 1st grade when they started at co-op. And so he just picked up with her and they went together. Instead of the co-op teacher trying to do kindergarten for him and 1st grade for her, she just made it so she pulled Jackson with her up to the 1st grade material. And then I work with Jackson here at home. And so just between what she was doing and what I was doing, because they were going 2 days a week, he was able to catch on very, very quickly. With my older children, my 2 older children struggled with comprehension until about 2nd grade. After 2nd grade, they were, Johnny on the spot. My daughter is very academically inclined, so is my son. What I'm noticing with sister is it's just a little harder for her. Even Jackson, he catches on extremely fast, and I rarely have to do a lot with him. I do have to do some things, but rarely is there a lot of one-on-one with us. There's more one-on-one with Alana. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do for next year is I'm going to go ahead and already schedule her out. Instead of doing 180 days, instead of doing 180 days, I'm going to schedule her out for 200 or 210 days, which gives her 30 extra days just in case she falls behind or she needs to catch up with some things. And I'm also thinking about establishing an IEP for her, an individual educational plan, where she'll get a little bit of extended time on certain things. I think math is one that she really needs time on, and science maybe is one where she needs a little bit more time. So I'm going to pre-plan that for next year. I did not do that this year because I was just not mindful that was something that she needed. And so now that I know, and being the teacher, I can do that. Because here's the thing, whether they go to public school or homeschool, every child's learning style is different. And for her, she just needs a little more time. And that's okay. It's okay to know that now and to recognize that and make the adjustment for next year. So with that being said, we are still in school. We have not really been doing any summer activities yet because we need as many daylight hours as we can. We start school about 9 o'clock and we do school pretty much until 5 or 6 and sometimes later. We'll take our breaks. She'll have lunch. We'll do more school. We'll have dinner. There's a couple snacks. So it's helpful. And with me taking with it being summertime now, I'm taking the adult Taekwondo class in the morning, which means we don't have to be out late in the evening. Because normally I have to take the 7 o'clock class, 7 p.m. class when I'm working. But now I can take an early class early in the morning, and then we can go ahead and finish up their class, get back home, and if we need to do more school, we can do more school. So that helps us out a lot. So what we're hoping is we can take this full week and get as much done as we can. We are pushing. They are going on some family trips for the next it'll be sporadic in throughout. They'll be in DC. They're going to be in our old hometown for a week or two. I don't know. They love to go there and visit with family, and their grandmother's there. My ex-husband's mom lives in our hometown, so they love to go and spend time with her and the cousins. That's how they refer to them, as the cousins. And then we have they're going to go to Disney this summer. That's the plan. We're not sure for sure, but they were supposed to go to New York last year, and they went. So again, another aunt, one of my ex-husband's aunts. She does not have children, so our children are like her children. So she takes my two, and then there's another little cousin about Alana's age, and they've been doing stuff every year. She says she would take them now that they don't need diapers. She didn't take them when they were little, but she does a really good job of taking them, and she buys them stuff. They have this thing every year where they have to work a job to save up for their spending money, and then whenever they go wherever it is, she gives them spending money anyway. But they did good last year. I think they saved up about $100, so that worked out really good. So anyway, that's about homeschool. So we are getting close. We are not there yet, but we are getting close. Praise God. The state of North Carolina does require that we test, and so Jackson is done with his school. He finished actually on the allotted day that he was supposed to finish, but he works very fast, so he was able to work ahead and get some things done. But he's only in 3rd grade, so next year 4th grade may be a little bit more challenging for him. 7th grade has been tough for Alon, so she's still working some. With that being said, because our state requires us to test, I may go ahead and test Jackson so he doesn't forget anything. So I may go ahead and test Jackson so he doesn't forget anything. And then when Alana gets done with her school, then I'll go ahead and test her. There's this new online testing that I'm thinking about trying. And I think I want to try it with Jackson just because this is his first year testing. And whatever he starts with, he'll pretty much be comfortable with moving forward. Now in public school, we test online. So it's not unusual to have online testing. So I think I will try that with him and see how it works out. Okay, what else is going on? Okay, so I had the MRI done on my knee, And the results were very conclusive. There is nothing in my knee. We did see a little fracture on the x-ray, but the MRI did not show a fracture. So I don't know what that is. There was no tear, no torn meniscus, so no need for surgery. I actually don't even have to go back for physical therapy. It is, I can't even remember the name of it, but there's crystal deposits in my knee, and that's just going to be there. But I'm believing that the Lord's going to heal my knee, and I'm not going to have these issues. It would seem that just as quickly as it came, the pain and everything I was experiencing, it has gone away just that quickly. I'm able to move around on my knee as good as I can. Some days it is hurting. Most days, no. So I'm getting back into my routines, definitely back into my workouts. I can ease back into my taekwondo and really be focused on it and be serious, knowing I'm not going to injure myself. I think I know now not to push that knee too hard, but that's also not a out for me. I don't get to not challenge myself. So I have to do that. My instructor knows that there's some issues with the knee. So I'm really good as far as getting back in there and getting done what needs to be done, and I feel good about that. It's just something that I'm going to have to watch. There could be flares, and flares could last a day. They could last weeks. And for me, this particular flare lasted weeks. And it's kind of a genetic thing. And what I was telling my sister, and when I refer to my sister all the time, the sister I refer to all the time, she is my church sister. She is one of my friends in the Lord. We are probably closer than, as close as sisters can be. I know she's closer to her biological sister, so there's not even an issue. But because my parents don't have other children, it's just me. My father has other children. My mom does not have any other children. It's not something that probably you would even think about in one individual. But if there were multiple children, there may be some signs that, hey, there's, maybe we need to be looking for this or looking for that. But because it's just me, nothing. And even the thing with my knee is something that would be happening when I was older, in my 60s. And I'm not in my 60s. So, one of those fluke things, one of the things that come up in your life to really give you an appreciation of where you are and your health. And really, to me, it was kind of like not a red flag, but it was like a wake up call. Hey, get your health in order. And I'd already been working on getting my health in order, but I think it's just one more reason to keep my health in order, so that little parts of my body will not be breaking down or giving out on me when I need them. So that's that with my knee. Yesterday, right? So yesterday, I weigh myself every day, and I'm still doing the Weight Watchers Smart Points. And again, remember, I'm not a paid member of Weight Watchers. I do not attend meetings. This is just what I'm doing, my own program from what I've been able to find online. And then I do follow several YouTubers who actually do go to meetings and post out, what I ate for dinner, or, different things like that. So I'm now down to, I started out at 32 smart points. I'm now down to 30 smart points, and I've been doing pretty good. One of the things that I struggle with is having my weeklies reset on Sunday, because Sunday is Sunday socials at church, and we just, it's a smorgasbord of whatever, and you have to make a conscious choice not to eat whatever. And so mainly I end up eating my weekly points on Sunday, or most of them anyway, if I don't make a good choice. And then I go into the rest of the week without having weekly points, and I don't know how to fix that. So if you know how to fix that, let me know. I'd probably like to have my weekly points maybe start over on Monday, but I don't know how to fix it in my app. And I use iTrack Bites. I don't have the Weight Watcher app because I'm not an actually paid member of Weight Watchers. So if you use iTrack Bites and you know how to set the weeklies to start on Monday, because that way I would feel like I have, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then whatever I had left for Sunday, I would feel better eating what was left than eating what I start with and feeling bad about not having anything left for the end of the week. I think I could just control the weeklies better if they started over on Monday. Now, saying all that, I weigh myself every day, but I pick Monday as my official weigh-in day. Now, who picks Monday after Sunday socials? I pick Monday after Sunday socials. And so whatever it is on Mondays, and it generally goes up and down during the week, but whatever it is on Mondays is what it is on Mondays. So I got on the scale yesterday and I was at my lowest weight that I've been in years, 2 years probably, at least a year and a half, 2 years. I was 209.4, and I started off my weight loss journey at my heaviest weight when I was pregnant with Jackson at 9 months was 250. When I got in my right mind and I really started to want to lose weight, this was probably about 3 years ago, I was at 238. So I'd lost 12 pounds from, having the baby. And then when I got to 238, I got down as low as 207. I either got down as low as 207 or 204. I think it was 207, but 204 might be right. I can't remember. But when I started off the journey I'm on now at mid part of December, and of course we went through the Christmas holidays, I started off at 226.4, and now I am at 209.4, or I was yesterday. That was huge. That was huge for me. It was just keeping at it, not giving myself an out, not saying, hey, you can eat whatever you want, because I can't eat whatever I want. I do have to track my points. I have to track, I have to measure, I have to weigh, I have to buy the foods that are good for me from the grocery store, and my kids, because it's not just me trying to lose weight, it's my kids trying to get healthy. And it's not just about losing weight, it's about getting healthy. I don't want to have the chicken wing arms anymore. I don't want to have the belly apron anymore. I don't want to have knees that hurt or not being able to walk up and down stairs. That's just not something that I want to do. So every day, and this is what I've said all along, and I'm not ashamed of this, everyday food choices are hard for me. They are just hard. But every day I try to make the best food choices that I possibly can, because at the end of the day, I realize that my health and my wellness outweigh that cheesecake I want to eat or that Krispy Kreme donut I want to eat, which I might eat one today because I do have a few weekly points left. And I worked out this morning. I did an hour of taekwondo. I deserve something. Yes, I deserve to go work out. And I'm going strength training in just a little bit. So I'm working out twice today. I might just consider that donut. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I might have to get it. Woo, decisions. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm excited to be on the weight loss journey. I have been trying to upload what I ate today. I think that's a part of accountability. Because people see that and they go, oh, well, did you count that right? Or, and it's self-motivating, but it's also motivating other people. At least that's what people tell me. And for that, I'm thankful, because we all need somebody to motivate us to do something. Maybe for you, it's somebody who motivates you to clean. It's somebody who motivates you to work. I don't know. I watch people who motivate me to eat right and do well. And Lisa from Lisa's Country Kitchen has really been helping me. Just if I have a question, I'm able to just message her and say, hey, what about this? Or how about this? And, she's been really good as far as just saying, hey, this is what I did. It was good or it wasn't good, or hey, this is where it was, or I had to use up these points or whatever. And then I also like Bless Jess, because she's a good one. Okay, so I'm going to just tell you who are my favorite Weight Watcher YouTubers right now, or people that I'm following. I'm following Lisa from Lisa's Country Kitchen. She does an excellent job every day of putting out her what I ate for dinner on Smart Points. And her meals always look really good. I watch Gina Pearson. I love Gina. She is so cute. I just probably want to meet her for real. She has a very good personality. I just like her a lot, but she does what I ate for dinners as well. Another one of my favorites is Blessed Jess. I do love her channel and her little kids, and she's doing her vlogs and the kids are in the background, and hey, that's just life. It is how it is. And she's doing her journey, and it's really good for me to see. Not every day is perfect, and when she talks about her weight, I remember being at that weight, and I am not there anymore, and I'm like, you can do it, come on, you got it. Another one I like is Weight Watchers Journey to Healthy. I think her name is Jess. I can't remember, but she does a good job with the food prep. And another one that I really like is Motivated Muffins. They're funny. It's two different ladies, and it may be more ladies. I don't know. I've only seen two ladies on there, but their stuff is really good as well. I'm trying to get into Living Large on Lifetime, and I haven't seen a lot of her videos, so I'm going to try to go back, and because I've seen some things she has done, and I'm going to go back and try to see what I can glean from her channel. But I haven't watched her as much as some of the other ladies, but I do plan to do so. So Weight Watchers is coming along very well. The exercising is coming along very well. I'm now going to 2-a-days on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which, because I'm adding in Taekwondo in the mornings, and I'm a morning person. So if I can get my workouts done in the morning, I'm good. Then I have to get some other stuff done, I'm good. I have a deadline tomorrow, so I'm not sure that I will get any vlogs out tomorrow. I have a deadline to get some minutes done. I'm the recording secretary for a state association, and I have to get the minutes done because we're having our annual meeting in a month. And so she is our executive director. She needs some time to put everything together, the packets for the people, because I don't put together these packets. When we get to the meeting for our big Assembly of Delegates meeting, I'll put those packets together, but she puts these together. So I have to get the minutes to her so she can put them in the packets and then have them for the board of directors. So right now I don't have all of my minutes done because my flash drive, my external hard drive crashed. So I've got to go back through all my notes and then put them together that way. And it's just going to take me some time. So tomorrow's a work day for me to get that all done. I'm trying to think what else is happening in our life. Not much on the home front is happening, but today something very exciting happened to me. And I say exciting because for me, I'm always thinking about how can I be available to the Lord if the Lord wants to use me. And we were finishing up Taekwondo class, and I was getting ready to leave, and one of the ladies comes over to me and she says, hey, do you know anybody's child that can wear between like 18 months and 3T, 4T? And I was like, yeah, because I told her I was going over to the Goodwill, because I'm going to be in the Goodwill, the $5 Goodwill Challenge hosted by Hillary from My So-Called Home. Videos go up on the 24th of June, so I'm going to try to get my video up. I didn't quite get it in the last time on the date, but I'm going to try to get my video up in time for this next challenge, for the summer challenge. And so if you don't know about the Goodwill Challenge, it is you go to the Goodwill and you have $5 as your budget, and you try to find something that you can fit into your current home decor. So I was like, okay, I'm going to stop over there and see if I can find anything, because I really want to be in this challenge. I love Hillary, and her channel is awesome. I love her new home and everything. And I was like, okay, Shakema, I went to the Goodwill in the town where we live. They didn't really have anything that I was loving. So I said, well, I'll go over here. So I mentioned I was on my way to the Goodwill to look for something, because she was joking with me about organizing something. And I was like, okay, let me go and find something over there. So she said, do you know anybody who has little girls that can fit between 18 months and 5T? And I was like, yeah, sure, I know lots of people. And she was like, well, I have these dresses in my car that I was just going to take them over to the Goodwill, but if you know somebody, I'll be happy to give them to you. And she says, well, they're like Easter dresses. And so I'll insert a picture here. And I was like, yeah, I know some people who could use those. And you have to think about the purpose and plan of God. God wants multiple people God is into multiplicity, right? He took the 2 fish and the 5 loaves, and he fed thousands of people. And I always think about that. Now, I can take what was given and find one person who could use, or I could take what was given and find multiple people who could use. So she gave me the dresses. I think there were 5 little dresses. With that being said, I got to the Goodwill, sat in the parking lot, and I pulled up my phone and I picked 4 moms that I knew had girls maybe in that age or size range. And I texted them. I said, hey, this is Shakema. Please send me the sizes of your girls. Someone gifted me with some dresses, and we just want them to find a good home. And if you're interested. Now, I never push myself or things off on people, because it's not how I roll. God is in the blessing business. And if you want to receive a blessing, you're open for it. And if you don't, and you want to pay full price, you go right ahead. So out of the 4 moms, 1 mom texted back. Her daughter was size 4. 1 mom texted back. Her daughter was between 2 and a 3. And she had 2 daughters. And I was actually thinking the little daughter would fit. But when she texted back, it would actually be the bigger daughter. Mom texted back, and her baby was only like 6 to 9 months. So it was fine. So I was able to take those 5 dresses and put 2 at this house and 3 at this house. And now, a family has been blessed and not have to worry about going out to buy, something. Maybe they didn't have the money to go out and buy it. Or maybe they were praying, hey, Lord, we really need some clothes. It wasn't a lot of clothes, but it was something to help that need. I don't know what it was. But I say all that to say this. Over the years, many, many, many people have called me or messaged me or said, hey, do you know anybody who can use this or this? I've had somebody call me and say, do you know anybody who needs a couch? Do you know anybody who needs a bed? Do you know anybody who needs some food? Do you know anybody? And why is that important? That's important because that's my niche. That's what I do. I find people who needs the stuff, and then the people who have the stuff find me, and then I make the connection. It's the go-between. It's how God is using me in this season of my life. It's how God is using me in this season of my life. It's not, He's not doing, I'm not doing anything great. What I'm doing is I'm making the connection. I'm introducing people to one another, and they're exchanging the gifts or the blessings or whatever. For me, that's beautiful, because God can pick anybody He wants to do whatever He wants. And He's chosen me to be a go-between. And I love that. Sometimes it's hard work trying to coordinate things with people, but all I have to do is make the introduction and they figure it out. Or if they give it to me, somebody, I told you guys in one of these chats, somebody said, hey, does your daughter like purses? I said, yes, she does. And they gave Alana a Dooney and Burke's little small purse. She doesn't know who Dooney and Burke's is, but it was a blessing. And the reason I believe that she was blessed that way is because we have no problem giving it to the next person. Like, who can I find that needs one of these? Who can I find who could benefit from this? I mean, I'm about to put out a text message to some of those same exact ladies. Hey, let me know the size. I did it yesterday, and that parent did not respond. And that's just, I can't. But I'm going to say, hey, tell me the sizes of your kids' clothing and shoes, because I am the person who generally finds the dollar racks at Walmart or wherever I am. And how good of it, or how good of me finding that sale and be able to pick up something for somebody else's child. I'm not always looking for my children. I do go looking for my children. I'm like, oh, what can I find Alana today? And maybe it's not her size. So if I already know ahead of time what sizes are for people, then I can pick things up. Do I do that because I hope people will give me something back? Well, at this point, nobody has given me anything back for my kids. Nobody said, hey, I saw this for your child. Let me give it to you. This has nothing to do with that. It's just about blessing people. It's just about God blessing me to be a blessing to other people, because that's my piece right now. It's, I have this, or I found this, or I thought your child could use it. Maybe the parent could use. It's just being available, and it's being the hands and feet of Jesus. So this week I want to challenge you, And you don't have to do what I do. I just want to challenge you to be the hands and feet of Jesus. However God is asking you to serve his people, you do it. If it's a coffee, if it's, taking care of somebody's kids for a few hours while they go out to a movie night because they haven't been out in months. If it's whatever it is, I can't even tell you because people have so many different needs, and a lot of times they don't express the needs of what it is that they need. Think about your single moms. Please don't forget your single moms. A lot of people do forget us. And I put myself in that because I am a single mother. That is not my identity. I am a child of the King. I'm a king's kid, but here in this earth, that is what I am, as a single mom right now. And very rare do anybody say, hey, I'll come over and keep your kids so you can go out to dinner or whatever. And they don't have to. We are making it. We are doing good. But there's some with smaller kids. I mean, we've even said to married couples, hey, we'll keep your kid. You can go out on a date. You don't have to pay for a babysitter. We'll come to your house and watch your kid. They're comfortable in their environment. They don't have to be moved from this place to that. You go out and have a good time, and we'll be here. It's no problem. So we've made ourselves available. So this week, I just want to challenge you to make yourself available to people. Find the need and meet the need where you can. And it's not always meeting a financial need. Sometimes people just need to have somebody to talk to. Who have you called this week? Who have you said, hey, I was thinking about you this week? Just give a listening ear. Sometimes that's all people need. So Jackson has been sick, and Jackson has been sick for probably about 6 weeks now, 6 to 7 weeks with his allergies. So we are going in 2 weeks for allergy testing. Again, he has not been tested in the last 2 years. He was tested when he was 6. He's going to be tested again. They're going to do a full panel on him. And I'm actually thinking that Mama is really challenging our allergies as well. So we're going to be doing a little bit better as far as dusting 2 or 3 times a week, just so that pet hair is not everywhere. We do a good job of sweeping, but we're going to make sure that we're vacuuming I'm struggling a little bit with allergies, but Jackson is really bad. I mean, his nose has been running for the past 7 weeks, and his eyes now are all bloodshot red. So we're doing that with Jackson. Alana is seeing a new nutritionist. We're not sure if we like this one more than we like the other one, but she actually is using an app to log in all of her food, and her nutritionist can look on their end, and they can kind of communicate if they need to or whatever. Giving that a try to see what's the best fit for her. I'm going to be doing some cook with me's. So I think later on I'm going to be doing kind of a low country boil packet, and I'm going to try to film that. It's summertime, so we are going to be doing some summertime projects around the house. We're going to be doing Jackson's room. We're going to be doing Alana's room. We're going to clean out the garage again. We just need to do a haul off, take off some stuff that is just trash. But we don't have a truck, and so normally my little neighbor will go and haul things off, and I'll just tell him, hey, let me know when you're going, and then I'll be able to get him to take some stuff. I'll just give him a few dollars to do that. We're just hanging out for the summer. We don't do a whole lot during the summer. We don't do a whole lot during the year. I'm a homebody by nature. I do love to be at home. But we're going to try to get out and do a few more things. We're going to try to go down to the beach some and try to see the fireworks. And just in our little town community, we have a lot of things that are going on the weekends, but we can't really have Jackson out too much because right now whatever's out in the atmosphere is just bothering his allergies. But that's pretty much what's going on here at our house. We did get a deposit today, so we are going to have groceries for this week, so we're excited about that. That's one thing about with the Weight Watchers. It is just a lot of the produce or less point things. You just have to buy a little bit more of that. So I'm going to have to rework my grocery budget some kind of way. I'm not real sure yet how I'm going to be able to do that, but I have to do something so that I can have more in the budget than what I have now. Just necessary to be able to get the fresh things that I need every week. So that's kind of what's going on here at our house. Not a lot. We're just kind of taking it easy. We hope you're doing well. We hope that you are enjoying these little chit chats. Let us know if you are. Leave us a comment if you have any questions about anything I talked about. We love hearing from you. It really makes our day to go through the comments. Sometimes it takes me a minute to get back to all the comments, but I do try my hardest to answer everybody. And it's because I want you to know that I think your time is valuable. If you take the time to make a comment, then I want to take the time to respond. So we do the best we can. Sometimes it's on the weekend, sometimes it's a week later, but we do the best we can. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by our channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hey, it just says we liked your video. If you're new here and you want to stay around and see what we're doing, hit the subscribe button. We love to keep you as a part of our YouTube community, and also hit the bell. That way you never miss an upload from us. And so until the next time we have a little chit chat, bye.